That's it right there, T-Nip.
What's up, YouTubers? It's CrownSpectro back here with another video for you guys. And today we're gonna be talking about where is Dragon Age 4. Alright. Dragon Age is one of those medieval type games. I'm not gonna speak too much on it because I never played Dragon Age, but pretty sure it's a great game. And as far as Dragon Age goes, it's been on I want to say a hiatus since 2014. The third installment of the game. It hasn't been a fourth installment yet. And from what I hear, that Dragon Age is pretty popular since it was indeed developed by BioWare and published by EA Sports. So, there's a lot of things going on with EA lately, and man, I don't even want to go too much detail about what's been going on with EA right now, but let's just say that they apparently going through a lot of changes, and not to mention BioWare's Anthem was not one of their biggest success in games. So there's a lot of things that EA needs to work on and fix and get their stuff together, because lately their games have not been what they were, or their games have been half made, or it's a whole bunch of things. But anyways, I know I said I wouldn't get into it and I got into it anyway. Anyways, but like I said, Dragon Age is one of those games that like I said before, it's kind of like medieval, but it's kind of not medieval. You're hunting down dragons and stuff, and like I said, it's a pretty dope concept to be doing what you do in Dragon Age, and it's pretty sure that it's a great game. But as far as what's going on, where is Dragon Age 4? Well, Dragon Age 4, it has not had no release date whatsoever, and no information has been publicly released about the game. But Dragon Age 4 is most likely going to happen, since how recently in BioWare's Twitter they did celebrate the last 10-year decade of Dragon Age. So they haven't forgotten about the game. At least they indeed have got the game on their minds. They're very proud of the game's success and what it has become, and how it has made an impact on their fans and how much their fans love the game. So 9 times out of 10, they're probably gonna come back, and BioWare is most definitely gonna go for round 4 with a Dragon Age 4. So, and for right now though, there has no release information on this game. Sadly, there's no release date, there's nothing like that. But I'm pretty sure this game is going to come to fruition. It's going to happen. So, hey, you gotta stay tuned. You keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, pay attention to what's going on, and I'm pretty sure you're bound to hear some release information about Dragon Age 4 sooner or later. Now, like I said, Dragon Age is one of those games where if you're really into like the medieval times, or wearing armor and fighting dragons and stuff like that. But like I said, I wouldn't even technically call this game completely medieval, because this game has a lot of other stuff into it. So like, that's what makes the game interesting. I'm pretty sure that's what draws the fans to this game, or maybe there's something more into this game. But like I said, I can't speak too much on it because I haven't played the game myself. But more into the fact that if they do make this Dragon Age 4, I just hope that EA doesn't mess it up, because as you guys know, EA has been making a lot of screw ups lately. When it comes down to their games, they have been rushing them. They haven't been communicating with the community like they should have. They're falling apart. So much stuff is going on with them, man. And Anthem is I won't say one of their biggest failures, but it's not one of the greatest products either. I mean, look how long Anthem truly survived as a game, and how quickly the community left the game, and it's sad where the game stands at right now. And not to mention, all the NBA Live 20 and all this other stuff going on with them. And I know I said earlier I wasn't gonna talk about EA, but you know what? I'm going into it anyway. Alright, you guys don't know what you guys thinking. Like, yeah, he just said he was gonna talk about EA, but now he's talking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go into it anyway. Right? This all ties into what's going on with this entire company entirely. Like, it's crazy what EA is right now, like where they stand right now as a company, because EA used to be on top and everything. They used to make such great games, including Dragon Age and many more. So for them to fall down to what they are and what this is now, it's like it's sad. It's sad to see, and it makes me scared for a Dragon Age 4 because like the way EA is now, a Dragon Age, they can possibly end up ruining the Dragon Age 4. They can possibly end up ruining this franchise itself and making the fourth installment the end of the series. Now, I'm not saying that they will ruin Dragon Age 4. I'm just saying, we gotta have faith in the developers, right? They probably listen to the fans, they probably listen to the community, and take points, and listen and add some of the things that the fans want to add it to Dragon Age 4. So, I mean, like I said, not to say BioWare is a terrible developer company or anything like that, but I'm just saying that BioWare has not had the best of history as of lately. But maybe they can always redeem themselves. Any developer company can redeem themselves with the right amount of effort and the right amount of time. They can make they can make a comeback from a very terrible game that they made into a new game, a very brand new game. Because let's be honest, developers have done it before. They have made terrible games in the past, and they have came back and made great games after. And I have faith that BioWare will do that when it comes down to Dragon Age. When they decide to make a release date for Dragon Age 4 and drop a trailer for, Dragon Age 4, they going to definitely. I hope they do right by this game. This is a great franchise, and like I said before, the fans love this game. So it'll be a shame if they do end up messing up and they don't listen. They should start listening. They should learn from their past mistakes. As of recently, a lot of things have transpired for them that they had not expected to transpire for them as far as like sales. Because I'm pretty sure Anthem does not sell as well as they probably expected it to. I'm pretty sure it's pretty average. I'm not sure the exact number of copies that Anthem sold, but I don't think Anthem sold as many because, due to the fact that, well, they basically kind of got a bad review a minute, like not so long after the game released. A lot of people saying so many problems with the game that probably contribute to the fact that many more players not deciding not to buy the game in the first place. Now, I can't say much about what's going on with Dragon Age, how Dragon Age sales went, but I'm pretty sure the sales for this game is pretty popular, pretty big. I remember this game first came out back in 2009, and the second game came out in 2011. So that was only a 2-year difference between the first and second. The third installment came out in 2014. So hey, and that was only 3 years later. So like I said, I feel like they can most definitely make this their big comeback, and BioWare can redeem themselves, and so can EA. It may be a long road ahead, but I have faith in what they can do. So you guys tell me what you think down in the comment section below about Dragon Age. And I know I kind of went off course about EA and whatever, but I like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.